Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Max. I'm 16 years old, currently studying in grade 10 from Hockey Specialized School number 75 in Ukraine. I'm indeed honored to be assigned as the delegates representing Ukraine. First and foremost, I wish to thank the United Nations Peacekeeping Forces Council of Southeast Asia for giving me this opportunity to participate in the UNPKFC Model United Nations Conference. I shall be presenting on the topic of Chernobyl, the history without ending. 35 years after the disaster. Chernobyl is a city in Ukraine near the border with Belarus. Not far from the city, approximately in 18 kilometers northwest from it, there is another small Ukrainian town called Pripyat. The main electric power and nuclear Chernobyl stations were once situated there before the huge disaster. At night of April 26 in 1986, one of the reactors of the power plant suffered a catastrophic steam explosion that caused not only fire but a series of additional explosions, followed nuclear meltdown. This explosion is considered to be the worst nuclear accident in the whole history of nuclear power. It immediately attracted the world media attention and affected people's consciousness in all parts of our planet. The Chernobyl disaster took away the lives of thousands of people who have lived and worked there. This explosion produced a plume of radioactive debris that affected different parts of the world, including Soviet Union, some parts of Europe, and even eastern USA. The largest areas of contamination were in Ukraine, Belarus, and western Russia, and more than 300,000 people had to be evacuated and resettled. This catastrophe forced people to think over nuclear problems and possible consequences. Public awareness of these risks increased significantly, even though it's difficult to count the deaths caused by the Chernobyl disaster, as most of the deaths were the result of cancer, which people suffered much later after the radioactive explosion. The Chernobyl disaster is not the only result of human anti-natural activity, but certainly one of the worst catastrophes in the world. At the moment, the occurrence of a catastrophe similar to that occurred at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant is unlikely, because in the modern nuclear power plant environment, a huge number of different safety systems are used aimed at curbing the release of radioactive substances into a new environment. After the Chernobyl accident, the safety requirements for nuclear power plants have been tightened several times, which makes it possible to save the environment from radioactive contamination. A safety principle called safety culture is used in the operation of nuclear power plants. The main idea is that the station employee is responsible for the actions he performs.